Hi-yo, good neighbors, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Dana Ellington. I am a self-published author and writer's coach. In April of 2021, I quit my day gig to go full-time as a writer and writer's coach. If you've been following the journey so far, you'll know that as of October 2022, I started job hunting because the business was not businessing enough for me to maintain my entrepreneurial bit. I wasn't earning enough money in my business for me to stay full-time in my business. So consequently, I am looking for another day job. In the meantime, though, not one to give up on my dream, I have been doing the entrepreneur. I'm just going to stop trying to say that word. I have maintained my attempt at making the business profitable. And by that, I mean I've been doing all the things I know to do to market my books and my services. Consequently, I have hit a wall. I started this year with a couple of different marketing challenges that I was trying to meet. Number one, I had a couple of launches that happened in January and then again just this past month in February. Neither one of them netted any business, and I understand the ups and downs and trials and tribulations that come along with that kind of thing. So this is by no means just because those two things didn't quite go according to plan. Does that mean that I am, quote, giving up entirely? But it's a contributing factor to what I'm about to say in the rest of this video. But anyway, so number one, started this year, a couple of big marketing challenges. First was my 2 launches that I've had so far. And the second one was I was going to post a YouTube short, an Instagram reel, and a TikTok and a TikTok every day, with the exception of Thursdays and Sundays for this year. And that meant 260 YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, and TikToks. Now, I managed to go January and February just full on. I was reading the first sentence of the page. And again, don't know how to describe this. I was reading single sentences from the pages of my books. So I had done 2 novellas. So the first one was Let There Be Life. That was January. And then just finished up in February with Eat, Pray, Blood, which is a parody on self-help for newly turned vampires. Yeah. I was doing okay with that challenge, but again, as I mentioned, by the end of March, which by the time you see this or by the time this post will have just been a couple of days ago, I realized I don't want to do that anymore. I'm kind of, again, burnt out on marketing. And don't get me wrong, it's not as if I just started marketing the business. Oh no, you realize this is my 15th year as a self-published author and writer's coach, my 15th year. And I quit my day job not because my business was suddenly profitable, but because 2018, 2019, and 2020 burnt me out emotionally in a few other areas of my life. And by the time I got to April, I realized that if I was going to maintain any semblance, or maybe not maintain, if I was going to recover any semblance of mental and emotional stability and health, I had to step back. I had to get out of the situation that I was in as far as my work life was concerned. And so I fell back on my business with the hopes that being able to give it a full 8 to 12 hours a day, that it would, catch up, become profitable, and I'd be all right. So, yeah, that has not happened yet. And again, I'm back to, job hunting or whatever, which is a totally different beast as a bald, 55-year-old Black woman in today's US of A. Totally different. So despite the fact that I'm applying for jobs for which the job description is basically looks like my resume. I mean, I have the skills, right? I'm either not getting to the interview stage, or I'm getting to the interview stage, have what I consider to be a really good interview, only to then be ghosted. And I mean completely. No follow-up, no nothing. On the few job boards that I'm on, I'm applying for jobs and getting a lot of, well, not a lot, because again, getting ghosted in those situations as well. But I'm applying for jobs, and then it'll be weeks. There have been a couple, it's been up to months later, I get they've decided to hire somebody else kind of thing. So I don't really know what's going on there. Some of it I think is ageism. Some of it I think is racism. Some of it I think is misogyny. Some of it I think is I don't look the way they want me to look kind of thing. Bald, right? There's still some stigma, I think, around that. But anyway, all of that to say, I still haven't found a job yet. So I'm finding that I need to take a break. I'm not quite ready to give up on the dream just yet. But I am in a position where my shorts, reels, and TikToks, that challenge, got to set that aside for a minute. All of the major marketing that I thought I was doing with my YouTube videos, on my blog, all of that's got to not go away, but I've got to step back from that as well. One of the gurus that I follow brought up a good point in her podcast, the Chasing Simple podcast by Amanda Warfield, and I'll link that below. But she mentioned in one of her recent episodes about businesses needing not just marketing, but growth strategy. And I honestly had not thought about that as a separate activity. In my mind, marketing meant I had a built-in growth strategy, right? That I was marketing my services and whatnot. And so, of course, I was going to be meeting new people, and they were going to join my mailing list, or they were going to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. And that was not the case. I did not have a legit growth strategy built in. So with that realization came, again, another sign that I need to step away from marketing for just a minute and focus on developing and then implementing a strategy that's going to get me in front of new people on a consistent basis. That's going to, if I may use some of the industry speak, that's going to fill the funnel. Yeah. All of that to say, my content for March is going to be fairly random, and it's going to involve me more than likely reading or posting some of my older writing that has squat to do with marketing my current services and books. So, yeah, with all that being said, stay tuned. Got a couple, I've been combing through the archives and I've come across a couple of what I think are some fun essays that I have written over the years that I'm going to put to random video that I have scattered around my hard drive. And we'll be sharing that instead of a, hey, here's this book, and hey, got this event coming up, and hey, you need to sign up for writing coaching. Yeah. I am, however, going to toss in here, hoping that you'll like, subscribe, share, follow. I don't know. Sign up for something, right? Hoping that all that comes into play. But we're not going to do a hard sell, right? We're just going to leave it at that. Like, subscribe, share. And I will see you back here for a month of randomness here on the channel. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one.